I've had a few comments about the folded corner ruler. Some left-handed people are having a little bit of a problem with it. So I wanted to give you a few tips that I hope will help you. First, I wanted to show you something about this ruler that was kind of interesting to me. I've lined this up how it should be for cutting. The top, the side, the bottom, and then this little side. So instead of cutting it, I'm going to draw a line. This is the line you would cut on. So there's the cut line if you're using this ruler. I'm going to move this ruler up to the 3.5 inch mark. And I'm just going to line up the bottom, the 3.5, and this side over here. And I want you to look, I'm going to move it out of the way slightly. I've just moved it over slightly, and the line will be in the same spot. This is the cut line. And you can see this gives you extra ruler space over here to put your rotary cutter down. So if you are left-handed, instead of positioning your ruler and your work like this, we're going to rotate it 90 degrees. And everything's going to be rotated 90 degrees. And we're going to use the 3.5 inch mark. You'll also notice that this line here on the ruler goes from corner to corner on this square. It goes along the diagonal of this square. And this little area here is the same size as this little area here that you would be cutting off. So I've switched my rotary cutter to left-handed, and I'm going to go ahead and cut left-handed. Of course, I'm not cutting very well because I'm not left-handed. And then move this out of the way, and there is your cut. So I think that should help you when you're left-handed trying to make these cuts. You see this is exactly the same size as this, only we used the different marking. We used the 3.5 inch mark, which gave us sort of more extra room to lay out our rotary cutter. Do the same thing for your rectangle. Instead of going this orientation, we're going to rotate it 90 degrees and rotate your ruler 90 degrees on the 3.5, and this edge here lines up with the outside edge, and you see your diagonal line goes from corner to corner on here. And now we're going to cut. I did a little bit better that time. Before you lift up your ruler, I'm going to show you how I use this Roxanne's glue Baste. You can use any basting glue you want. This has a nice little tip on it that just gives you a little bit of glue on each one. You just need to baste it in place. So now I'm going to move this ruler down just a little bit, but I'm not going to take it off completely because I want the pieces of the fabric to stay where they are. I use the tip of the glue to pick up the top layer of fabric and hold it back. Then I'm going to put several little dots of glue right along this edge here. You don't need a lot. You can see the little dots of glue there. And then just let go of this and just tap it with your finger. That's all you need to do. Then slide this off. And as you're working on the other ones, this will dry completely and the fabric won't go anywhere. So you can just take this and go straight to your machine.